So how do you start wholesaling land? To go ahead and build out a model, get through your first few deals so you could scale out this empire and go full time. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly how to get through your first deal with using two different strategies. So whatever's more fitting for you, you could take advantage of that. But just know, directly below this video are all the resources you need to help you move forward in your land investing business. Whether that's the Land Flipping Formula digital program or jumping on one-on-one coaching calls with me, all the links can be found directly below this. But let's go ahead and get into this video here so you could dive in and start making this thing happen. So the first strategy, when you want to go ahead and start wholesaling land, is to go ahead and just acquire a property at a discount, turn around and relist it, and we just want to either break even or make a little bit of profit. Now, I know that's not what you're after. You want to go out and kill it on the first deal, and I hope you do. But more than anything, just the moving parts and pieces and things like that is what really holds you back from getting the result you're after. So getting through your first deal will go ahead and basically empower you to make things happen. So how are we going to go ahead and buy a deal at a discount, flip it for break even or just a small profit and get things moving? We want to connect with wholesalers. Here's exactly how you're going to make this happen. First, I want you to go to sites like Land Flip and Land Watch, and you want to go ahead and search for cheap properties in states like New Mexico, Arizona, and Florida. Why are we looking for these areas? One, it's really easy to file the deed in these states. And two, there's tons of buyers there. And three, there's tons of cheap land if you know where to look. So let's go ahead and focus on Arizona. Let's say you start searching out Apache County, Arizona, and we want to do smaller lots because we want to do a cheap deal to get through this first. Start looking at Apache County, Arizona, and then look at everybody that has property for sale on the platforms I mentioned before. Find out who the big wholesalers are, who has a ton of inventory. Now, you also want to look at who's listing properties in these areas that have them, basically setting the market price. So if you see everybody's listing properties for $1,800 for a 1 acre lot, and then you see the wholesalers have them for about $1,200 to $1,500, you know there's a little bit of meat on the deal, but you want to go ahead and get them that much cheaper so you can guarantee you're going to make at least a tiny profit on this and get through your first deal. So we find the wholesalers on there. These are the people listing properties slightly below what everybody else is selling them for. Get on their email marketing list. Build a relationship with them. So they're going to start sending you deals, and you're going to watch, and you're going to see everything selling for 18. They got a bunch of stuff for 12, 12, 12, and then bam, a month later they hit you at a deal for $950. They need some fast cash. Hit them up. Hey, if this doesn't sell, I'm a buyer at $800 all day long. Go ahead and swoop up that deal, assuming they're ready to rock. Hit them with your credit card, you take it down for $800, you turn around and buy ad space on the same platforms, and there's some other ones, you got to go ahead and hit me up for those, that you could go ahead and build a strong buyer list from these ads. Now you're going to go ahead and list the property on there that you just purchased for $800, you're going to put it up for $1,250 because you're going to be far below market of what everybody else is selling these for. You're going to turn around, and after you sell it, you're going to go ahead and pay the filing fees, and you're going to make about $350 to $400 on your first flip. This is how you do your first wholesale deal. What's important about this? You just got through your first deal. Your confidence is building, you're feeling good, and you're ready to do more. But I did say there was another strategy, and it's basically co-wholesaling. But we're going to approach this a little differently. You're going to start placing the ads for an investor. Say, hey, give me a property that's sitting around. Let me run the ads for it and build my buyers list, and I'll bring you a buyer for the property. If I bring you a buyer, will you pay me a finder's fee of $100, $200, $400, $50? Whatever the case is, negotiate that out and make it happen. I recently did a deal. This was just a very random thing, but a friend of mine had hit me up, said, I'm sitting on a ton of inventory. Can you do an email blast of my properties and I'll take care of you? I said, no problem. I happen to be out of inventory. I didn't have anything. So maybe 30 minutes later, just coincidentally, someone reached out to me and they said, hey, I'm looking for a seller finance deal. I seen you had a bunch of stuff. I said, look, everything's sold, but let me know what you're looking for. I'm sure I could fill the order, or I'll have something for you next week. So he's like, I got $300 to put down on a property right now. I'm looking for a property in New Mexico, 1 acre, I called my buddy up. I said, hey, I got a guy that wants to put $300 down on a property right now. You have to match my seller financing terms. That's the catch, because he came to me. Now, my buddy makes these massive notes. So I did negotiate out. I'm like, you got to match my terms, but he's got $300 to put down. He's already warmed up. He's ready to close. You're going to send me $100 of that right after you close on it. So my buddy was going back and forth because he likes big notes. He didn't necessarily want to do a smaller note like I do. And he's like, you know what? I'll do it. I said, here's the guy's contact information. Hit him up. He hit me back less than 5 minutes later. He said, that was the easiest sale I've ever done. What's your cash app? Boom, $100 hits my account. And that was just a fast, easy co-wholesale deal. that went through. You can model that as well. So that's just a simple way to get into the land investing game. You either take down the property, do the marketing yourself, and then boom, flip it. Or you could say, do you have anything sitting on the shelf that I can market for you? And if I bring you a buyer, then go ahead and kick me back $200, $100, whatever the case is. And they'll say, well, what are you doing this for? You say, I need to build my buyers list so as I acquire properties, I can flip it to them. So I'm willing to market your property to go ahead and build up leads to sell properties to when I take these things down. Now, this may seem like a lot in this video, and there's plenty more to come. Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more tips. I plan on dropping tons of content on the land investing business. And like I said, check all the links and resources directly below this video. If you're looking to get into the game, there's tons of options down there, all found in the description. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.